journey into sound.
And it goes a little something like this.
And even though Freeze is saying be complaining, I see lots of vinyl, man. I see lots of vinyl, man. So what is Sound Express? Well, the that I'm looking at around here, like the Punisher I see up here, I see a couple of other things. Yo, so what's the deal with that?
Well, the graffiti and like the art and the t-shirts I was doing in the shop when I started working in here like about 2 years.
Rap shows for about 10 years or more now.
Get out of here.
About 8, 9, 10 years. And I started about 6 years ago. I came down and started helping with a show called the A-Team. I started answering the phones and doing shout outs and just kind of helping around. And over the years, EZM and I got together and we did a New Year's Eve show about 6 years ago. And that started everything, and it started Club Crush. And EZM and I did Club Crush for some years with Tony D, the producer.
Was down with this?
Yeah, Tony D was down with it when it was Club Crush. And it evolved, and now Cam and I got it, and it's called the Raw Deal. Hold on a second.
Sure, go ahead, man.
No problem.
Oh, that was smooth.
It's a matter of taking the time. You know, it's easy to have a big commercial show where you play the biggest hits and everything.
Sure.
But you got to kind of be inventive and find, dig out some new stuff, dig out some old stuff. I started what I call the Time Vault, which is a half-hour old school, which we're into right now.
Okay.
And I did that to educate the other kids, because I see little 12-year-old kids running around talking about this and that about hip-hop. But you pull out an old school, you pull out Grandmaster Flash or Audio 2's first stuff. A lot of younger kids don't know where hip-hop really came from in the early beginning of hip-hop. So we try to do this to show them the jams back in the being a superstar. And I think a lot of rappers today have got this big ego about themselves where they're a superstar, where back in the day kids are getting paid 4 or 5 G's a show. They come up, rock 2 songs and step off and don't care.
Man, I know about that.
Back in the day, people would be fiending to get on stage. This marquee, they give you a show. And I think money has destroyed hip hop anymore, where people don't do hip hop for a love of it so much. Das and everybody are bringing, and BDP are always bringing back the real raw style. But I think you get too many kids that are selling out and going pop and everything and trying to make that money.
Any names?
We don't want to give no names. I'll say one thing. Like MC Brains and that whole thing, Oochie Coochie, that does not deserve any hip hop play. You cool with Bell Biv DeVoe and everybody, whatever. That got him out there, but that song was whack, and to me that's not hip hop. But now Hammer, Hammer's commercial, but I give Hammer props because he puts money back into the community. You can't diss Hammer, whether I don't prefer him as an artist, but how many rappers out there that got so much money they could put in to make a hip hop club, make their own record labels? They be worrying about Benzes and this and that. That's all. That's all irrelevant. You're gonna see them 5 years down the road working at McDonald's straight up, so kids get the whole original feel of it. Some of this stuff isn't too far back, but I may pull out something from 1978. I may pull out something from 6 months ago, but it's all with the flow, and try to educate kids on the early stuff. I know everybody remembers Source Magazine. My boys Hayes and Tramp out of Philly do the cartoon called Views from the Underground. And I think this was an October-November issue of the Source Magazine. They hooked us up and they told us they were going to do it. They just did it because they listen to our show all the time. And they put the name of the station and the Raw Deal on the bottom of the Jeep. So this magazine comes out every month. The cartoons in there every month. So to me, between this, Cypress Hill gave me a jacket, and Naughty by Nature, I got a platinum record from Naughty by Nature from Tommy Boy Records. Peace out to Tretch and everybody from Middletown. Definitely what's up to them. And stuff like that, little things. Since I don't get paid, things like this make it worthwhile. Sometimes I'll be sitting around wondering why don't I see people that don't do anything really in hip hop, don't know nothing about hip hop, getting the record label jobs, getting paid, doing this and that. And when I see that, I get mad. But things like this, the people who are down with real hip hop, when they look out, if we look out for each other, that's what it's all about.
He's really going into the crates, man.
No matter what you heard, YZ is really from Hightstown, New Jersey. He's my boy and everything still, but YZ is from Hightstown, New Jersey originally. And I think I'll throw in some old YZ.
The real problem with people who decide to use chemical escape routes is The relief is very short term, and after the substance wears off, you're in worse shape than when you started. So do yourself a favor and don't do it. You know, use your brain. Just don't be stupid.